Women in North India cover their head as a part of their traditions, while in South, women cover their head only for funerals. Few years back, while sitting for a puja, I covered my head seeing those North Indian serials, and I got badly scolded by my father. Because here people cover their head only for funerals, and it's very inauspicious to do so. Then how come it became a tradition in North India? No ancient Hindu text mention of women covering their heads. Valmiki Ramayanam says neither house, nor clothes, nor compound walls, nor doors, nor any types of royal honor cover a woman. Her character is a shield which protects her. So when did this practice of women covering their head actually started? It started only after the Islamic invasion that happened, particularly Rajputs veiling their women to protect them from the eyes of the invaders. In South India, if you cover your head, that means some unbearable tragedy happened. Invaders coming to your home is for sure an unbearable tragedy.
Oh my god, this is very, very interesting. And the part that I really liked was when she quoted the Hindu text saying that no wall, nothing can protect a woman's dignity. It is her character that protects her dignity. No matter how covered you want to be or whatever, a bad person always do whatever he wants to do or whatever. So I feel like whether the person is half naked or the person is fully clothed from head to toe, if someone wants to have bad intentions towards the person would do. It's not really about covering the hair. But coming back to the point, oh my god, so like South India and North India, in the South they do not cover their head unless there's a funeral or a tragedy, but in the North they cover. Of course, like I've been watching those Indian TV serials and I've seen it a lot, mostly the daughter-in-laws. Like I always felt like it was a sign of respect for the elderly people. Sometimes when she's going in front of the elderly people, she just covers her hair or something. That's what I've always felt like. I've been watching those Indian TV serials and I always felt like covering the hair was a sign of respect. And now knowing that it was because of the invaders and they wanting to protect their women, they wanted their women to cover themselves from the gaze of the invaders. That is very, very interesting. And yeah, and how different both the South and the North is, I can understand that it's definitely because of the invaders and the different things that happened in the north of India throughout their history. That is why the culture seems a little bit diluted. It's obvious and it is to be expected. If a particular place has been invaded and interrupted by people for so long, obviously their culture will be diluted and all that, and the people are not to be blamed or are not to be made to feel ashamed. Because I read a comment section of this video and some people were really like trying to act like, oh my god, like the South Indians are keeping the culture of India, like this kind of thing, like they are following the true like culture, and the North people are just like following this watered down traditions. And I feel like it's not really their fault. Like, no, it's not their fault. They didn't ask for the invaders to come, right? And I don't know, I just feel like a lot of people that have been through a lot shouldn't be made to feel ashamed about their culture. As an African, I'm also saying this as an African, because of the British invasion also in Africa and a lot of other things and religion and stuff coming to Africa, our culture is almost non-existent. I feel like the situation with North India is actually even quite better than the situation in a lot of African countries, especially I'm from Ghana, so I'm speaking for Ghana. Like the culture is almost non-existent. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents about it. And I feel like no one is to be ashamed of anything, because like to feel like, oh, we are not really following our culture to the T, like, so we are ashamed, and our brothers in the South are following it properly, and the South people shouldn't also make the North people feel ashamed or try to use it to tease them or anything like that. I was seeing something like that in the comment section, I don't know, and in other comment sections too of other videos I've seen some really weird talks and all that, and it is really sad. I feel like India as a whole is one and is to be celebrated as India, whether South or North. India is India, and both sides should just respect each other and what each of them have gone through and have experienced throughout time. I feel like, oh my god, I'm talking too much. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.